Although the Act discusses the handling of animals and is designed to prevent gross abuse of farmed animals, horrible cruelty remains the norm, in large part because the USDA regulates only the final moments of the animals' lives. You'll see on Meet Your Meat, the video I narrated for People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, that contrary to the Congress's intent when passing the Humane Slaughter Act, pigs, for example, often do not die quickly or well on the farm. Many are, in fact, bludgeoned to death. Young pigs are swung into the air and slammed on the concrete floors. Other farmed animals suffer similar cruel fates, again because the USDA has chosen to interpret the law Congress passed in 1958 as applicable exclusively in slaughterhouses. The good news is that there's PETA. The good news is that the component of animal protection and animal safety and animal care, even in the slaughtering of animals, even as we take animals and raise them for our own uses and kill them and eat them, there is some modicum of decency and humanity involved in that process. And thank God PETA is there to do what the USDA is unwilling to do. PETA is performing the job of the USDA. And I think that they should be congratulated for that. If it weren't for PETA drawing people's attention to this, you have no idea what people in agribusiness would be getting away with today. Far more than what you see here today.
I'm just wondering, how did you get to where you are now?
I was married to a very famous woman once who's an animal rights advocate. And when I met her, it was either that or there was no chance of me succeeding in my relationship. So, as a matter of fact, it was interesting to me, once I got divorced from my ex-wife, people would say to me, well, you're not married to her anymore, why don't you have a burger? Come on, relax. You're not with that woman anymore, come on, have a steak. But it was my ex-wife who pulled me toward the portal of animal protection and vegetarianism. And it was very, very difficult, and it's not something I miss. I mean, I don't walk around going, oh, I would love to have a hamburger or some chicken. It's a big turnoff to me right now.
This is not the way that mankind was meant to live with the animal kingdom. We are part of the animal kingdom. And, you know, many of our people in agribusiness will talk about family farms, but the reality is that the milk and the eggs and the meat that we buy in grocery stores and that we eat at our restaurants are made from factory farms, not family farms. It's wrong, it's cruel, it's inhumane, but it's not healthy for America's soul either. And when Americans realize the way in which what they eat is produced, they're going to stop this, and we're going to get a lot more converts to PETA. PETA leads the way, and I know they get criticism for being on the cutting edge, but that's the way where you got to be if you're going to make change and change the course. Particularly, you know, most people go the easiest route available, and PETA doesn't. PETA raises this to people's attention.